We've now been in the Galapagos for 5 weeks, and this week's episode, I have to say, is the pinnacle of the tours we've taken.
That's right. We go to Bartolome on the sea line and have the best tour ever.
Oh, I kind of wish we could be on the Sea Lion with that amazing crew and chef every single day. So if you've not been to Bartolome, but you've seen pictures of the Galapagos Islands, this tour will be what you've seen in the advertisements.
Check it out.
So we're getting on a bus.
A little groggy this morning?
We're
Oh, we've been rushing this morning. I left my hat. I didn't bring any sunscreen. Scuba Carla. Ice cream.
ice cream, and it looks like a brownie. How's the cookie?
Oh, awful. Morning, Sam. No Dean this morning. It is dark early.
He's in bed.
Dean's in bed. GoPros on everywhere. Dive bag packed. Carla, what are we doing this morning?
We are going to
Bartolome?
Bartolome Island, which is an island that's actually pretty far from here, like, 60, 80 kilometers? So we're getting on a bus.
A little groggy this morning?
We're going to go west. We're going to go west. And then we're getting on a boat. And we're going to go to the island. And we're going to do some hiking on a volcano. Hard to believe when you're in the Galapagos. And then we're going to do some snorkeling. But first, we got to find the GoPro battery. No one gets up early in the Galapagos. Except for these guys, because they're taking a ferry.
Oh, we've been rushing this morning. I left my hat. I didn't bring any sunscreen. Oh, I hate rushing. Get on the bus, guys.
Getting on the bus. We start out early because the whole trip will take approximately 8 hours. Our first leg of the trip will take us across Santa Cruz Island to the ferry terminal on the other side, but we will start the second leg via boat. The bus ride will be approximately 30 kilometers, taking the main road from Porto Ayora to the ferry terminal on the other side, which takes visitors back and forth from the main airport. We sit back and decide to take a quick nap as we pass through the lush agricultural area in the highlands and the small towns along the way. After about 40 minutes, the green lush forest disappears and we start to see the landscape turn to lava rock and cactus. We have reached the other side of the island, so we jump off the bus and get ready for the final journey to Bartolome. Sea Lion's tender picks us up at the dock and we head into the bay to join the crew for the trip. Meet Sea Lion, our home for the day. She is part of the Finch Bay Resort, so we know we are in for a treat. We get settled in, and the guides give us a quick summary about the trip and the Galapagos Islands.
The next one is San Cristobal. That's the political capital of Galapagos. Puerto Vaquerizo Moreno.
We have another 30 kilometers to go via the sea. We say goodbye to Santa Cruz, pass by the Delphine Islands, and head out to Bartolome and Santiago Island. Our destination will be Sullivan Bay. The island and bay are named after Sir Bartholomew James Sullivan, a long-life friend of Charles Darwin and a lieutenant that was aboard the HMS Beagle. 2 hours later, Sea Lion arrives at Bartolome. This volcanic islet is one of the younger islands of the Galapagos archipelago. However, it is still 1.5 to 2 million years old. The emblematic formation, Pinnacle Rock, appears as we turn to enter Sullivan Bay. Our first expedition will be hiking up Bartolomé's volcano, so our group heads out on the tender to hike up to the top of the island. This island is approximately 1.2 square kilometers and has a maximum altitude of 374 feet. So here we go, up another volcano. The stairs and boardwalk protect the island and provide the route as we walk up to the top of the cone. As we walk along the path, we see some of the most beautiful landscapes in the archipelago with a variety of red, orange, green, and glistening black volcanic formations. We reach the top and take in the amazing 360-degree view of the bay and surrounding islands. They say on a clear day, you can spot more than 10 islands from the top of this viewpoint. Right now, Kevin is channeling his Russell Crowe from Master and Commander. A quick hike down and the tender takes us out for a quick tour of the bay. Shortly after, a pod of dolphins comes over to say hello and play alongside the boat. Soon they decide it's time to leave the bay and we turn our focus onto our next sighting, the Galapagos Penguin. Our guide estimated 25 mating pairs reside here and they can be shy. Luckily, we see one little guy taking a break from the water and then another on the other side of the small cove. Maybe we'll have better luck during our snorkeling and see one up close. Now we've located the elusive Galapagos penguins, we head back to Sea Lion to set up for the sea portion of our excursion.
Scuba Carla. Are you ready in your new wetsuit?
Flippers on and we venture out into the water. Our task is to swim and snorkel around Pinnacle Rock and capture the sea life. It does not disappoint, and within seconds of entering the water, we are surrounded by large schools of fish. Finally, we have captured sharks on video. This one decided to swim by and say hello within minutes of us entering the water. Our guide decides we need to see more, so he dives down to literally grab a shark by the tail. After all the excitement with sharks, we decide to float and watch the world swim by. Pinnacle Rock is formed by an eroded toba cone, and the underwater world here is impressive. And, well, yes, we did see a few more sharks. Two hours in the water and we can no longer feel our toes, so the crew picks us up and takes us back to Sea Lion. Thankfully, there are hot showers waiting for us when we return. Warm shower. Kevin's getting a warm shower. We did it! Kevin's drinking a beer.
Sharks. Got lots of shark footage.
Yeah, lots of sharks.
2 penguins on a rock, but none in the water.
No turtles. I want to ask him why there's no turtles
Stingray.
here. I didn't see the
I'm
stingray.
not sure if I saw it.
No,
It was in the
I
bottom
couldn't- I
salmon.
couldn't see it. Wow, it's
Lots
beautiful.
of sharks. 3 sharks.
See, why can't we anchor here?
This is like heavenly.
It's amazing.
You want juice or water?
Lunch. Water. Round 2. Yummy, 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 yummy.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, and it's like a brownie.
Spectacular lunch.
Lunch has been served and it's time to pull up the anchor to head back to Santa Cruz. It has been a long day but amazing as we say goodbye to Bartolome Island and Sullivan Bay. How's the cookie?
Awful.
Kevin got cookies. Before we know it, we pass the Delphine Islands again, and Sea Lion passes through the navigational buoys into the anchorage. Now, just an hour bus ride, and soon we will be home to Gargoyle. There's our ride, and here we are. Home sweet home.
It's going to be hard to top this week's tour, but we do have one more left. We want to say a special thank you to Finch Bay Resorts and the crew of the Sea Lion that treated us like royalty on this excursion of ours.
But we have to head to San Cristobal because our last tour to
Espanola Island, which is where the vast majority of all waved albatrosses in the world actually breed, has now opened for tour groups.
So we've got a day sail to get over there, and then we're going to take our last tour of the Galapagos.
The last tour?
The last tour.
Well, thanks for watching. This week is the pinnacle of our trip. No pun intended. Too many amazings.
How amazing to be said.
Well, and not like you didn't have stuff where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you're such a butt.
Bags, if you can see, they're all well labeled.
Bag.
I tried to organize her, but it's not working. Sharkman.
Man. We gotta get going.
Just like, you gotta do it again.